Who's that creeping in my windows? And my friend, gifted as a lusher, sipping baby spray. Said my vibe is perfect. Always knew what I could be. Always had the vision. Always knew I could see. You feel like you know me, but it's just the old me. Handed me some new seeds. Finally I can breathe. Harnessing energy, I control it with ease. To serve him I am pleased. None of this shit can freeze. Babe, just focus on me.
Hi guys, welcome back again to Prophecies of Polaris. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this message. Dear God, angels, ancestors, guards, guardians, and all benevolent spirits here for highest and greatest good, please help that this reading is clear and concise for my beautiful muses and for the followers of the star Polaris in front of them. Okay, thank you so much. Amen and amen. You guys don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are interested in my content. Alright, so the first card we have here, this is the Nine of Pentacles. Alright, the Nine of Pentacles is a celebration of your independence, a celebration of an accomplishment. You're one pentacle away from the 10, so that's really good energy. It's like the hot, single, and rich card, okay? As you can see in the cards, the girls are celebrating. Alright? So your ancestors are really proud of you for being that. Alright? The World card is in reverse here. We have the World card in reverse. Alright guys, so the World card reverse, that generally means seeking personal closure, seeking shortcuts, as well as having delays. Alright, and lastly, I don't think this is the last pull, I'm sorry. This is the Seven of Cups. Alright, so the Seven of Cups upright represents opportunities, choices, wishful thinking, and illusions. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So with the Queen of Cups reverse, that represents inner feelings, self-care, self-love, and codependency. Alright. Alright, here. One second. Okay, so that was the Two of Pentacles reverse. And this represents lacking balance, lack of organization, poor financial decisions, overwhelmed, overextending yourself, biting off more than you can chew, too many balls in the air, financial losses, no contingency plan, and financial mess. Alright, and now we have the Magician card in reverse, representing manipulation, poor planning, and untapped talents. Next one. Alright, and the last two cards, I guess this was the overall energy. We have the Four of Swords with the Death card side by side. This is rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, and recuperation. The Death card represents endings, change, transformation, and transition. Alright. So now that we know what we pulled, let's go ahead and interpret and analyze this shit. Alright. Every time I do this, I literally drop something. Every time. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, I'm starting to feel right. Alright, so the Nine of Pentacles represents discipline, self-reliance, refinement. This Nine of Pentacles card indicates that the querent has reached a stage in their lives where they are confident, independent, and self-sufficient. Through hard work, this person is now ready to enjoy money, leisure, and material comfort. The difficulties that were faced in the earlier journey of the Pentacles appear to be over. The Nine of Pentacles conveys not only joy but also the feeling of security and freedom that material wealth can bring. Looking back, the querent can now celebrate the difficulties, the struggles, and the hard work that lined her path. Her previous challenges gave her the wider perspective she needs to understand the spiritual value of her success. Knowing how difficult it was to get here, she intends to enjoy every single day that is given to her. Then after that, we pulled the World card reverse. This is seeking personal closure, shortcuts, and delays. The World card reverse can signify that you want to fulfill a big goal or complete a big project, but you're not taking all the steps necessary to get there. You may opt for the easiest or quickest path to attain your goal, but it won't lead to the outcome you intend. Climbing a mountain from the bottom up is an entirely different experience from getting a helicopter ride to the peak, even though the destination is the same. You need to experience the trials and tribulations along the way so you can learn and grow. And when you do reach your goal, you will enjoy such a fantastic sense of achievement. Don't be afraid to set stretch goals for yourself, even if it means enduring hardships or challenges along the way. It will make the victory even sweeter. The World card reverse can also indicate a time when you are close to finishing a project or goal, but for whatever reason you lose focus and slack off right at the end. You only have a short way to go, so why stop now? Re-energize and remind yourself how wonderful life will be when you get the thing you've wanted for so long. Sometimes the World reverse can mean a frustrating delay in completing your projects. You might miss an essential piece, and you won't find closure until it gets worked out. You may need to get more creative to figure out how to touch the finish line. So with those, we have, I got 2 downloaded messages as I read that. First of all, you guys you guys have the gift of being able to create shortcuts for yourself to reach this very Nine of Pentacles, discipline, self-reliant, self-refined energy. Okay, your success can actually be reached through shortcuts, is what I got. And also there's a reason why every time, there's a specific reason that the ancestors want you to figure out why every time you're trying to pursue something or you're trying to reach a goal, there's a delay. That's not a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. To you, girl, not just tonight, but the rest of your life. I wanna be always here by your side. Girl, don't you know you're so beautiful? I wanna give all my love to you, girl. Not just tonight, but the rest of your life. I wanna be always here by your side. When somebody loves you down, okay? 7 of Cups upright. Alright, this is opportunities, choices, wishful thinking, and illusions, okay? The 7 of Cups is a card of new opportunities, choices, and at times illusion. When the 7 of Cups appears in the tarot reading, you have many options and opportunities from which you can choose, alright? Facts. But be careful. You are prone to illusion and unrealistic ideals. Yeah, I'm getting like your unrealistic ideals are the very things that catapult this 9 of Pentacles energy. Okay, something about that. I'm telling you, an opportunity with promises of more money, more fame, or more power may sound appealing, but as you look deeper into what is on offer, you may realize it's not everything it's cracked up to be. Your ego may pull you in a specific direction, but it's important you check in with your higher self first. Evaluate your options and dig below the surface to discover what's involved with each choice. Often, the Seven of Cups can be a sign of wishful thinking and projecting into the future about what you would like to create, rather than taking action here in the present to make it happen. For example, you may wish for a fitter, more healthy body until it's time to get out there and exercise. Or you might wish for a successful business fueled by passive income, but you're not ready and willing to put in the hard work now to enjoy the fruits of your labor later. If you spend most of your time wishing but not doing the work, then it's time to choose just one thing and make it happen. You may find that your ideas are not grounded in reality. Your plans might sound fabulous in your imagination, but when it comes to implementing them, you may realize they do not work in the real world. The Seven of Cups may be a sign of shiny object syndrome, where you keep finding the next big thing but fail to see any of those new opportunities through to the end. When you're constantly in the idea phase, you miss a chance to bring your designs into fruition. Again, now it's time to focus on the one thing that will move you closer to your goal. Resist the temptation to get sidetracked with other ideas as they arise. If need be, note your ideas as they come up, but stay focused on the one thing you're doing. This card is inviting you to move out of the ideas and options phase and choose. Each will have its pros and cons. It's up to you to make sure that the option you select is in alignment with your purpose and your highest good, even if you feel somewhat paralyzed by the options available to you. I retain literally none of that. So it's something about like people trying to like structure your creativity, and it's just not processing. Your creativity is not meant to be computed into this world. So all that real world stuff is not going to work with your Nine of Pentacles energy. It never has. That's how you got to the Nine of Pentacles energy. Like I said, your footprint in your creative process is yours, and it's been working for you. So, keep the Seven of Cups energy in mind. Okay, you have a lot of options, and you are to use those options. Don't try to put those options into a formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. That's not what's going on here. You don't have a set equation. All of your equations actually, they compute, but they don't have an equation. They just add up. So that's just what it is. Alright? 1 second. I keep it real with you. Loving your hosties, you be in there, boo. You got that good power, you. If you keep it real with me, I keep it real with you. You be in there, boo. On top of that, you got that good power, you. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. I just got a notification that says, small girl, big God. What? I sold my eggs in 2020 for $150K. Wow. So, yeah, like, stuff like that. You could just, I don't know, like you could just sell your, because what are eggs essentially? They're like seeds, right? So you could like sell your ideas for money or stuff, like you could do the most unconventional things. Anyway, we have the Queen of Cups reversed, right? Because this is like inner feelings, self-care, self-love, codependency. Sade is playing again. Something about Sade. Something about her and your lives are like super similar or something. So when the reverse Queen of Cups shows up in a tarot reading, it says you need to draw your attention inwards and focus on your emotional well-being. You're great at taking care of others, but now it's time to take care of you. Alright? This card suggests that you are emotionally drained because you have been so busy supporting others but not yourself. You may need to set firm boundaries with your loved ones so that they know you love them but will not take on their emotional baggage. You can hold space for them, but ultimately they are responsible for their feelings and life experience, and they need to go on their own journey to learn how to cope. The reverse Queen of Cups could mean you are wrapped up in other people's emotional responses as well, and you have created a codependent relationship that is not healthy for either party. Okay? You may be giving too much of yourself away, receiving little in return, or you may be inadvertently fostering dependency so you feel needed. Alright? Examine your relationships and see where you can create a healthy detachment, where you can still give emotional support but not to the detriment of one another. The Queen of Cups reverse is often a sign that your intuition is on overdrive right now. But to hear it, yeah, that's exactly why I like Googled this and like I'm reading to you guys, because yeah, exactly. So like it's just crazy how fluid your reader is. Because this is what the message in the reading is saying, and this is coming out in an energetic way through my interpretation. Because as above, so below, as within, so without the reading. As the reader reads, it's happening in real time. Like you got to pay attention to that. A real reader is going to display the energy of the reading as they speak it. You know, like you're going to see it happen. You're going to see the reader dropping cards. It's going to come out through the person tapping in. All right. Anyway. So, but to hear it, you need to give yourself the time and the space to listen. It doesn't matter how busy you think you are. See this as your sign to reconnect with your intuition and tune into your inner voice. At times, the reverse Queen of Cups is a warning that you are letting your heart rule over your head and your emotions may overwhelm you. If this resonates, ground yourself, express your feelings privately or with a trusted therapist, and then work through why they've bubbled up this way. Be careful not to let your emotions overtake your life in such a way that you are losing control and perspective. Take some quiet time for yourself and meditate or write in your journal. Find a peaceful space to center and calm your soul. Listen carefully to your intuition and your inner voice. On the flip side, the Queen of Cups reverse suggests that you may be forced to restrict or hold them down deep inside. You may struggle to express yourself, instead bottling up your feelings. If you do not address these emotional issues, they will reach a boiling point. Your stress levels may increase and your ability to cope with everyday problems could suffer. The reverse Queen of Cups invites you to explore your innermost feelings and emotions to understand what makes you tick. Spend some time alone with just your tarot cards, your journal, and your pen. Connect in with your feelings. How are you feeling? How are you really feeling? It doesn't matter whether you're experiencing positive or negative emotions. You are being called to listen to your true feelings and honor them in the process. Yeah, so I really heard like fuck them kids, fuck them people, okay, type of energy. You need to like pretty much have that. It's time for you to tap into yourself. It's time for you to enjoy yourself. It's time for you to be the main character here. It's time for you to stop being a therapist for everybody else and be a therapist for you. Alright? Use what you have to your full advantage. And stop letting other people use your resources. Okay? And stop looking for sources in other people, because obviously you are the source here. And not only that, you're over giving, so you're depleting yourself. Alright? And that's why we have the Two of Pentacles reverse here. This is lacking balance, lacking organization, poor financial decisions, overwhelming yourself, overextending yourself, biting off more than you can freaking chew, too many balls in the air, alright, financial losses, no contingency plan, financial mess. This is what being the Queen of Cups in reverse, being too damn concerned with other people's feelings will get you, honey. Alright, first and foremost, you need to stop being so nice. You need to stop being so nice. You've been nice enough, honey. Alright. Alright, in a general context, the Two of Pentacles reverse can indicate that you are biting off more than you can chew. Exclamation point. You may be trying to keep too many balls in the air and finding it impossible to maintain a balance between the various areas of your life. This minor arcana card represents feeling overwhelmed, overextending yourself, and lacking organization. The Two of Pentacles reverse can signify that you are making poor choices because you are under pressure and may be getting yourself into more of a mess than you need to. It can also indicate that you need to put contingency plans in place for a rainy day. In love and relationships, a reverse to a pentacles can indicate that you are trying to juggle too much and not finding time for the relationship. Work, financial stress, family issues, etc. may be taking your attention away from your partner. Okay, your partner really wants you to know that. Excuse me. They want some more attention if you're in a relationship. This stress may be causing arguments and resentment and could be pushing your relationship to a breaking point. It can also signify an affair, as in having to choose between two relationships. If you are single, the Two of Pentacles reverse can indicate that you are so overwhelmed by the demands on you that you are not in a position to commit the time needed for a new relationship to flourish. If you want to find a partner, you need to make love a priority in your life. In a career tarot spread, the Two of Pentacles can indicate that you are taking on too much and spreading yourself way too thin. Juggling too much is a recipe for failure. You need to prioritize and delegate some of your workload. If possible, there are opportunities to reduce your workload or make work more manageable. You just have to look for them. Alternately, you may already be suffering the consequences of taking on too much. If that's the case, realize that you can't change the past. You can only learn from it and move forward. Excuse me. Your ancestors want you to know that. So rest, regroup, and start again. This time a bit better organized and a little wiser. In a financial tarot reading, the Two of Pentacles reverse is not a good omen, as it indicates financial losses and poor financial decisions. Oh, what a mess we've got here. You may have overextended yourself with loans or put all your eggs in one basket in terms of investments, only to find that they are now going south with no contingency plan in place, or you may simply have overspent and realize now that you have wasted your money. Whatever the case, there is no point crying over spilt milk. You just need to learn from your mistakes and start making better choices. Seek professional advice if you are in debt and make a plan to get yourself out of it. The health card reverse. In a health context, the Two of Pentacles reverse indicates that you are overextending yourself in other areas of your life, which may be having a detrimental effect on your health. Having too many balls in the air can cause you serious stress and anxiety, which could be manifesting itself in physical illness or injury. If that is the case, you need to rest and reboot. Just remember, it's important to give your health the attention it needs. If you run yourself into the ground, you'll be no good to yourself or anyone else. In spirituality, the Two of Pentacles reverse can indicate that you are lacking spiritual balance in your life, which may be preventing you from pursuing your spiritual path. This may be because you are too focused on work or gaining material wealth, or because you are spreading yourself too thin, trying to do everything. You need to take time out for yourself to find the balance between mind, body, and spirit. And lastly, the Magician card reverse. Manipulation, poor planning, untapped talents. On one level, the Magician reverse shows you are exploring what you wish to manifest, but you are not taking action. Yet, you are uncertain if you have everything you need and may be unsure about how to make it happen. If you take care of what you intend to manifest, the universe will work out the how. Stay tuned to your intuition and pay attention to opportunities as they arise. These are like little breadcrumbs that will take you closer to your goal. If you are already acting on your goal, the Magician reverse can be a sign that you are struggling to see progress or success. Several factors may be at play. Perhaps you have an idea but don't know what action to take to manifest it. Perhaps you are not clear on your desired outcome, so your efforts are misdirected or unfocused. Maybe you have lost touch with your why, or it wasn't compelling enough and you're now lacking motivation in completing the goal. Or perhaps your end goal is out of alignment with your highest good and the universe is sending you a big stop, go back sign. At its worst, the Magician reverse signifies greed, manipulation, and trickery. You may be masterful at manifesting, but if you are out of touch with your higher self, you may only do it for your personal gain and at the expense of others. Sometimes you may fall into this trap unintentionally. If your goals are not coming to fruition or something feels off, tune into that and ask yourself if you are working for the highest good or solely for your own benefit. In a career reading, the Magician reverse shows that you have many skills, talents, and capabilities, but your real potential is not being maximized. You may realize that you have so much more to give, or perhaps you know you are great at something, but you have not allowed yourself the opportunity to nurture and explore this skill. What is impeding you from using these abilities? What needs to change for you to reach your fullest potential? Okay. And lastly, the overall energy was the Four of Swords upright and the Death card in reverse. Okay. So the only change you need to make here is you need to rest, relax, recuperate, contemplate, and meditate more. Okay. You're moving a little bit too fast here. Everything is good. All right. Overall, everything is good here. All right. You got, you're disciplined. You have reliance on yourself. Everything you have has been attained through hard work and with yourself. Okay, you have put in the work for what you have. It wasn't just given to you. You have creatively created what you have for yourself. Okay, and there's more to come. But you need to realize that resting and staying still is what you deserve, okay? That's going to be your transformation. That's where the transformation, that's what you need to change. Stop moving so fast, okay? You need a delay. With the World card reversed, you need to shorten. You need a shortcut, okay? You need a resting. You need a rest stop. Okay, yes, you need a rest stop. You need more of that throughout your day. I'm going to be honest with you. Alright? And you just need to take everything just moment by moment, I believe. Okay? Yeah, I believe that. Because you have a lot of opportunities. But you do need to contemplate them. You need to contemplate them because that all of those options and all of that fast moving could make you want to pursue every option, but in the end, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be worth your emotional investment? So you have to really gauge things, and you need to take that time out to contemplate it. Like, I can't, that's what the ancestors want to tell you. There's nothing, I can't redirect my words. You need to rest and contemplate all of these choices that you need to make or don't need to make. Alright? Because you need to be able to separate the real from the fake in your life. Only way you're going to do that is if you're well rested and if you take time for yourself. Okay? Alright? Because you don't want to be codependent when you're 9 of Pentacles energy. Come on, that doesn't even make any sense. Why would you be codependent emotionally when you have 9 of Pentacles by yourself, when you're already independent? It doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, that's where the Magician card is in reverse. That's why the Magician card is in reverse. That's why the 2 of Pentacles is in reverse. Because you start emotionally investing into things that don't even amount to anything, and now you're lacking balance. Now you're unorganized. Now you're missing some money. A chunk of money that you just made is gone. Now you have to, now you're set back a little bit. Now you got to make that money again. You got to replace that because there's a missing spot now in the plan. So you know what I'm saying? And now you're overwhelmed because you just invested into something that doesn't even make any sense. Alright? You need to rest because you gotta die yourself out a little bit, because it's like a slow burn. You want to die slow, okay? You don't want to die fast. So how can you die slow to be as healthy as possible? This is going to help you to decipher things easier, decipher people, and it's going to help to align people to you more faster, more better. Okay? So you're not going to be, you're going to, if you do have to take a detour on your route, it's going to be one that's going to save you time, energy, and money, and it's going to put money back into your pocket. It's not going to be one of those detours where there's more traffic. Okay? What I'm trying to say is, the more you rest and the more you recuperate, the better your mindset will be about things. The clearer the vision, the more you're going to be able to see. The more your intuition is going to be popping. All right? Because you're super overwhelmed right now, and it's only because you're not resting enough. You're acting like a track star with these opportunities. Like, you gotta go grab the next baton, but it's like, do they even have a baton? Like, you're gonna run over there, they don't even have the baton? That's crazy. Now you're out of breath for no reason. No ma'am, no, we're not doing that. No ma'am, no sir. Okay. And then, like, when you, and then, yeah, like, it's easy to you gotta watch out, because a lot of these opportunities, they don't come with a plan. So that's a dead giveaway. It's like you're moving, you're so overwhelmed, you're moving so fast, you're running to the next best, what you think is the next best thing so fast that you don't even realize that there's not even a plan here, and this is complete manipulation. Alright? And now you gotta act in a way that's not, it's not given 9 of Pentacles. Now it's given 5, and that's not, we didn't even pull that energy, but we're talking about it. Like, no. All right. So yeah, you just need to relax. You need to relax more, and if you're not relaxed, that's a dead giveaway that this is not for you, and that's going to save you a lot of time. Listen to your body. Is your body relaxed? No? Okay, this is not for you. And that's just pretty much it. That's all, guys. If you want a personal reading, you must know what to do. Look in the description bar. Thanks. Prophecies of Polaris is signing off. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.